primavera è qui, ma questo triste cuore piange di malinconia. Lontan sei tu da me, dal cuore che ti ama. Io t'amo e t'amerò ogni giorno ancor di più. Sinfonia, che bel canto d'allegria. Questa dolce melodia, sinfonia, cantano gli angeli dal cielo.
All right, guys, good morning. I think we are live. It looks good here on the screen. Good morning for this Sunday morning. I had time this morning. Did not have to cut any grass. I did it all yesterday. So I was too lazy to go out and get coffee. So I don't know, is orange Gatorade an official breakfast morning drink? It's either this or water. Now we'll go with the Gatorade. Salute. That song you heard, of course, written by my dad years ago. It's called Symphony of Love. I like Sunday mornings and Italian love songs. You know, you start the day with a nice Italian love song and get into the mood of whatever you're going to do for today. So, yeah, it's nice. Those of you who are watching this, there's on your screen now, there's my dad in the middle. This is 25 years ago, maybe more. This is on a movie set. It's my dad in the middle, like I said. Can you guess the two famous actors to the left and right of him? Huh? I'll give you guys a few seconds, a few minutes to look at that. But thank you, Dad, for the love songs. Some of these love songs were written during the pandemic lockdown in Italy. I still haven't seen them since the lockdown started. And anyway, Dad, love you. Thank you for all of the wonderful Italian love songs. So for this Good Morning Linux, what we'll do is we'll do some oddball news and nonsense. For those of you watching, listening to this for the first time, these type of news and nonsense shows, these are random news articles. They may or may not be tech related. We do these for both informative, and for fun. It's what I call didactic. I like the word didactic. Something that is informative and entertaining. I find those types of shows to be the most fun to watch and to listen to. So let's move on to some personal news. I had a friend of mine text me last night. He says, hey, I got a call. I want an Apple MacBook. I'm like, really? What had happened was yesterday morning here in Ohio, here in the States, this is a midterm election year, for senators and congressmen. So there was a meet and greet of a candidate or candidates. I think it was at least one here in Ohio. And if we have anybody listening from Cambridge, Ohio, you have a beautiful, lovely small city, super clean and nice. We went to Cambridge, Ohio yesterday morning. It was a meet and greet, a candidate for the Supreme Court. And I met her very briefly, like 1 minute. She was running late. She had to give a speech. So we went outside to talk to the candidate's husband, about a half hour. But while we were inside, these types of meet and greets, whether it's for an election year or whatever, they have like sponsors, and sometimes they'll give away like pens, a bag, or Well, there was a raffle evidently for Apple products. So my friend signed the thing. He gets a call. He won an Apple laptop. I'm assuming it's a MacBook. I'm like, how cool is that? Now he's going to sell it because last month he hit a pothole and he blew two right tires on his Lexus on the right side, hitting one pothole. So he will sell the MacBook and cover the cost of the tires. Well, congrats, my friend. So I always wanted to get an Apple MacBook. I have friends who have them. They seem nice. I had a comment years ago saying, "Hey, Toss, don't forget us MacBook users." I have not, but I never could find it in the budget to spend $1,000 or $2,000 on a MacBook. And it was like, okay, I could get a MacBook, but then who's going to pay the Comcast bill for a year? Do I want a MacBook, or do I want a MacBook or internet? Do I want internet or a MacBook? Internet, MacBook. I have to go with the internet because I have no internet. I can't chat with you guys. Maybe one day. And if anybody has a used MacBook they want to sell me cheap, I'll consider that too. So congrats to my friend for winning the Apple MacBook. I don't know what model it is, but once he gets it, I'll take a look at it. Anyway, so that's a cool story there, what happened to me this yesterday. Again, Cambridge, Ohio, beautiful city. All right, let's go to some news here. So again, this is just random news articles that I find off the web. All right, let me go here. All right. Ransomware attacks are on the rise. Of course, they always have been for Windows machines. Now ransomware attacks are on the rise on Linux. I guess ransomware developers, hackers, whatever you want to call them, they are looking for new streams of revenue to increase their portfolio, I guess. So they're going after Linux. Okay, ransomware Linux attackers, I challenge you. I challenge you to hack my Chromebook. I think it is virtually, and when I say virtually, I think it is 99% impossible to hack. In fact, I have my Chromebook right here. This is not a lie. This is the Google. This is the Yogi, or not the Yogi. What the heck is this? This is the yeah, it's a Google Yogi Bear. Come on, camera, focus. This is the Google Yoga. The Google Yogi Bear. Ba 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 boo. This is my Yoga Chromebook. Yogi. Sorry. Anyway, I dare any ransomware hacker to attack my Chromebook. I triple dare you. That's how much faith I have in this Linux-powered machine. Okay? So, if you think you can hack this, go for it. I triple dare you. Now watch tomorrow morning. I'll wake up. I'll open it up and it goes, nah, got you. No, but no. Here it is. Triple dare you, any ransomware hacker, to hack this with your, ransomware. Triple dare you. Go for it. And if you do, I won't take it personal. I'm just curious, but I don't think it's possible. There are too many safeguards on a Chromebook. Anyway, but putting the jokes aside, the way to avoid ransomware attacks, whether it's Linux, Chromebook, or Mac, make sure you are always updated. More so the security patches. I don't really care so much about the features upgrades or updates, but the security patches, updates, you should not ignore those, because that will help you fight back. And by the way, Windows 10 has built-in ransomware shield. For some reason, it is not turned on by default. I'm not sure why, but it's there. Windows 10 and 11, by the way. And Windows 11 is fantastic. So there is built-in ransomware attack. You may want to consider turning it on. At the very least, keep the security patches up to date and avoid, questionable websites. Okay? But going back to my Chromebook, Hackers, I triple dare you. Okay, let's do some funny news. This one is making me really, really hungry this morning. Somehow, Gatorade, orange Gatorade, does not quite match up. This is true, by the way. Italian chefs in Sicily, they have created a 70-foot cannoli, breaking a Guinness World Record. A 70-freaking-foot cannoli. Oh, I'm in heaven. Oh, man. Look it up. All of these are true. A 70-foot cannoli. This is in, this thing weighs 1,500 pounds. Okay. That should be fine for a family of two. This is Caltana. You would think I would know this. I'm Italian. Caltanissetta. Caltanissetta. Best way I can describe it. Yeah. In Caltanissetta, Sicily, a team of chefs, the world's largest. My. Cannolo. They call it a cannolo. I guess cannoli is plural. Cannolo. 70. Oh, man. Anyway, a 70-foot cannoli. Oh, that sounds really good right now. Maybe not 70 feet of it. Okay, maybe 1 foot. Yummy. All right, what else do we have? I always joke about that we need more power, for our cell phones and devices. Well, crab and lobster shells could be used to make renewable batteries. So, how would you like to have your seafood dinner? And after you finish dinner, your phone needs charge. You can just grab your lobster shell, plug it into your cell phone. You got power. This is real, by the way. This is coming from the University of Maryland Center for Materials Innovation. This was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it says crab and lobster shells could be used to make renewable batteries. So you can have your dinner, then use the scraps to charge your phone or a laptop. Why not? What else do we have here? All right. This is theme parks, of course, are a big thing in the summer. A theme park ride shuts down after a guest removes his clothing. This is a family channel, so I have to be careful on the jokes. But don't you just hate it when you're sitting down with your honey and the guy in front of you takes off his Fruit of the Loom underwear? Oh, I hate when that happens. I can't go any further with the joke, but I guess this was, Disney World. Not sure what prompted the guy. I'm assuming it's a guy to take off his. Anyway, the ride was shut down for about 30 minutes. Okay, crazy world. This next story I think is a miracle. A woman aged 46, she gives birth to identical triplets. The odds of that, for all you math wizards, 1 in 20 billion odds. Identical triplets. Yes. Now, of course, it's a stable family, so the triplets are based on Ubuntu, of course. God bless her. All right, for those of you who like Chromebooks, like me, of course, I guess Google has joined with Disney Plus and the Star Wars TV shows. I don't watch them, but I guess there's a new Google ad for the Chromebook that combines, let's see, I guess there's a new TV series on streaming called Star Wars Andor. Is Andor a planet or a guy? I'm more of a Star Trek guy. Anyway, there is a commercial, I guess it's on YouTube, featuring Star Wars Andor and a couple using a Chromebook because the Chromebook is fast and secure, and they are. I won't show it here, but just search Yeah, Star Wars, Andor, and Chromebook, and you can see the. I guess it's a commercial video on YouTube. So there's a screenshot of it here, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but check out the Chromebook and Star Wars Andor commercial campaign for speed and security. Okay, what else do I have here? Of course, during the pandemic lockdowns, a lot of people were out of work, sick or whatever. But a Japanese man, this is pretty slick. A Japanese man finds his dream job by getting paid for doing nothing. This is real. This is not a joke. A Japanese man rents himself to do nothing. So let me see if I can explain this here. It says here, a resourceful Japanese man has found a dream job. He charges clients $71 an hour for just being there. That's not a lot nowadays. And he has thousands of bookings. What he says he rents himself out. My job is to be wherever my clients want me to be and to do nothing in particular. His gigs, as I read it, included simply riding a seesaw with someone at a park, sitting at a restaurant with a woman. Yeah, he gets paid for doing basically nothing. This gentleman's name is Morimoto. Yeah, he gets paid for doing the simplest. I really shouldn't laugh because, these last couple years have been rough for a lot of families. You have a certain sense of, loneliness, abandonment, emotional heartache. Again, not to make fun of this. So something like this, actually, the more I think about it now, kind of makes sense because nobody wants to feel left out. And it's a win for the person who's maybe lost a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend. And it's the win for the man who provides companionship for that day. So that's smart. All right, what else do we have here? A shipment of baby wipes turns out to be $11.8 million worth of cocaine. Honey, why is the baby laughing and smiling? Yeah, this was seized by the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol on the U.S.-Mexico border. Estimated street value, 1,500 pounds of... Man, those are heavy baby wipes. No wonder they were suspicious. Yeah, almost valued $12 million. Wow. Clever, but not clever enough. All right, what else do I have here? Okay, so this is Arizona. A loose goat terrorizes Arizona residents, pees on deputy. These are all true. This is the residents of Tonopah. I guess that's an error. I don't know where that's at exactly. But how does a goat terrorize a residence? A zombie goat? I don't know. All right, what else do I have here? California highway covered in tomatoes for the second time in a week. California highway, I guess there was a trucking accident. 2 times tomato wreck in a week. All right, look. California, stop hiring Italian truck drivers. Okay? They're very messy. They don't I'm just joking. Yeah, this is in Northern California in Sacramento. There were 2 tomato truck wrecks in 1 week. I don't know. Maybe there's too much olive oil on the wheels. Those of you who live in California, you can explain it to me. Okay. So we talked about Linux malware. This one is serious. There's Linux malware called Shikitega, and this can take full control of devices. Ouch. So this was discovered from the AT&T Alien Labs. That sounds sinister. Yeah. These flaws were discovered, I guess, months ago. This attack takes the form of a multi-stage infection chain. I'm not sure what that is, but it says a multi-stage infection chain is where each module responds to a part of the payload and downloads and executes the next one. Ouch. The Shatega malware uses cloud services to host some of its command control. The researchers say the attackers have encoded the final payload with several layers, including several loops of decoding. Anyway, those of you who are into IT, this sounds pretty nasty. That it'll take Linux malware takes full control of devices. Not fun at all. Okay, what else do I have here? All right, there's no shortage of Linux media players, music players. I usually use Rhythmbox. I have Audacious, lightweight. There's something called Sayonara. That's the actual name that I use sometimes. I installed it because I like the name Sayonara, music player. But there's a new music player called Amberol, and I thought, didn't I use that years ago for a toothache or a backache? Amberol. Hey, I don't make the names. I just report the news. Okay. So it says Amberol is the ultimate simplified Linux music player. How you define simplified? Tightly integrated with the GNOME desktop and does nothing but play your locally stored music files. Okay, so this is built on GTK4 and Rust programming language, named after Thomas Edison's Blue Amberol records. Some history in Linux, well, that's cool. It's the ultimate player, as it says here. Looking at a screenshot. Yeah, it's basically just one long playlist on the right, and then the player controls to the left, at least on the screenshot here. Yeah, I might take a look. I don't know. Again, there are many choices out there. This is in the it looks like it's in the AUR, the Arch repository, or you can install this as a Flatpak. Be careful with Flatpaks and snap packages. They don't always work, or they take like 5 years to load. I did a test last month, a Firefox snap package. I think I must have waited 2.5 minutes to launch Firefox Snap. It did not launch. No joke. So, yeah, Flatpaks and snap packages, in theory, they sound terrific. They should have been. But they don't always work. Sometimes they just refuse to launch. Sometimes I'll install it and I have no shortcut on the menu. Or they just take too long to launch. Not sure why, but it's Linux, so anything. Unpredictability is the standard for Linux, except for my Chromebook. Those are standard, you know. So, but take a look at Amberol Music Player. All right, I have a few minutes left before I get a real breakfast and not just Gatorade. Let me take a quick look at, just for fun, at DistroWatch. And see what's on the top 10 page hit rankings for the last 6 months. At least that's what it says. Number 1 is MX Linux. I've tried that. Endeavor OS, I don't think I've tried that. Mint, I've tried. It's good. Manjaro, I've tried. Pop OS, I've tried. Number 6 is Ubuntu. I've tried. Number 7 is Fedora. I've tried. Number 8 is Debian. I've tried. Number 9 is something new, Garuda. I think I tried it. I think it looked nice. Number 10 is OpenSUSE, which I've tried many times or many years in the past, and it's okay. So those are your top 10. Number 1, according to not so much downloads and installations, this is just a general overview of what's popular out there in terms of what they call page hit rankings. And number 1 right now is MX Linux. I believe that is lightweight distribution based off of Linux, off of Debian Linux. And yeah, I thought it was fine. If you like something very lightweight, my current favorite lightweight distribution that I installed it months ago. Then after that, I broke my foot and I forgot all about it. Because see in Linux, when you install something new, you have to break your foot afterwards because it's good luck for your new Linux system. It's just a joke, of course. No, I really did break my foot, by the way. But I think is it Emabuntu? Emabuntus? Let me see. Yeah, it's Emabuntus, what I installed. It's based off of Debian Bullseye. And I installed this months ago on a ThinkPad that had originally Windows 7. And I think I installed this because this is 32-bit. It's getting harder to find 32-bit systems user-friendly. When I mean user-friendly for beginners for Linux. But I installed this, and I'll have to take a look at this, do a recording, and let you guys know. But I liked what I saw in Emabuntu. Stable. It's lightweight system, but it's loaded with all the software you would need. I was kind of surprised. It wasn't as fast as I would want it to be, but I believe the ThinkPad has the original Windows 7 hard disk drive on the laptop, so it's not the same as an SSD. The only thing that was really faster was Chrome OS Flex. But even then, it wasn't as fast as I would like it to be. But that's because of the original hard disk drive. If you are still using an older hard drive, switch it to an SSD. They're inexpensive nowadays, and you will double, triple, quadruple your speed easily, whether you're installing Linux or Windows or whatever. But yeah, check out Emabuntus, EMMA Buntus. Where does that name come from? Emabuntus. I don't know, maybe that's the name of the person for this distribution. I'm not sure. I'm just reading on the specs, but yeah, it has XFCE desk. I guess that's a default desktop. I don't think I installed XFCE. I think it was something. I think it was LXQT. LibreOffice, Firefox, the Falcon web browser, Thunderbird, Jammy. I guess that's a Skype alternative called Jammy, Jami. Pulse Audio Equalizer, Pulse Effects. Anyway, Emabuntu. So again, I did a full install of that. You may want to check that out if you have an older laptop that's running a little slow with Windows or whatever you want to speed it up. I would try this, or maybe Chrome OS Flex. I believe Chrome OS Flex is only 64-bit. If you have a 32-bit system, take a look at Emabuntus. Alright guys, it is 10 o'clock and I'm tired of looking at this 720 screen here. I'm going to look at a monitor this Christmas. And I've had the worst luck with monitors anyway, but that's a different story altogether. But yeah, it is 10 o'clock, and I need to get breakfast and start I actually need to go to a grocery store, and I ran out of bread yesterday. Oops. And you know what they say, man does not live on bread alone, right? Even though I need to get bread at the grocery store, so enjoy your Linux or whatever you use. Those of you who watch this, listen to this later, sorry that I missed you. We'll have to do a proper weekend show like a Thank Toss It's Friday or Total OS Live or something like that. In the meantime, I'll leave you again with my dad's beautiful song, Symphony of Love. Peace and love to all of you as always, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.
Listen, the birds are singing. The spring is finally here. My broken heart is crying. why the roses catches my teardrops.
Spring rain calls out your name. My love, where can you be? It thunders in my brain and gives me so much pain. Io e te sotto il chiaro della luna